Welcome to the Morph Neo channel, where regular and crypto games meet. If you love regular FPS games, blockchain-based NFT, and play-to-earn games, then subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to watch our videos and stay up to date. In today's video, we are informing you about some important news and improvements happening lately at Aavegotchi game developer, the pixelated ghost-inspired game studio that allows players to stake NFT avatars with interest-generating tokens and interact with the Aavegotchi metaverse. Before starting, a short disclaimer: I am not a financial advisor. Everything in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and consult several sources before making any investment decisions. Let us get started. What is Aavegotchi? Aavegotchi is fundamentally a blockchain-based game in which players interact with ghost-like avatars known as Aavegotchis. These avatars are not mere digital images, they are NFTs with unique characteristics and value, backed by the aTokens of the Aave protocol. The name Aavegotchi is a play on Aave, a leading DeFi protocol, and Tamagotchi, the popular digital pet of the 1990s. Aavegotchis require interaction, just as Tamagotchis did. However, rather than feeding or playing, you increase the value and rarity of your Aavegotchi by equipping it with wearables and increasing its stake. It was developed by Pixelcraft Studios on the Polygon blockchain network. Let's start off with the Ghost Coin Aavegotchi's native crypto token. It is moving between $2.96 and $3.49 in one-day period. In the last week it had a rocket speed burst and reached the $3.87, which is almost 300% increase in 1 week. Ghostcoin is in the top 10 gainers in the last week according to Binance. There's no telling where it'll go from here, but it definitely seems promising as always. Since our review video from a year and a half ago, which video I linked in the description, the game has undergone a lot of new developments and additions. The most popular aspects of Aavegotchi are the games in the Aavegotchi ecosystem. There are now recent released and going to release versions of the games, and there are several new game plans as well. Let's dive in details. In last year, Spririt Force Arenas game went through some significant changes. This game is a battle royale type game, which players can play on PC on Polygon chain. Since March 10th, the launcher for the game is now auto-update, meaning no need to keep downloading zip files. The game is in beta mode currently. As the match progresses, so too will the rising FOMO levels, ultimately forcing players to the top of the arena, where the roof is now open, and you can face off in a glorious showdown. The developers added accounts payable charges that increase players' max AP whilst still alive and invincibility shields around the map to incentivize players to roam the map and power themselves up before heading into that final battle. In beta form on Mumbai testnet, players can now earn badges for combat-related tasks during matches. Another new game has arrived on Aavegotchi Universe. Licky's Escape, a puzzler-type game on mobile, which players can play on iOS platform on Gotchi chain. Licky and the Gotchi team closed the launch at the end of February and announced Licky's super exclusive 100% handcrafted artwork blueprint collection. With only 5,460 limited edition blueprints available, players have until April 30th to successfully help Licky escape to obtain a pack of 5 random blueprints. The Gotchi Guardians, a free-to-play multiplayer tower defense survival game, arrived last year for PC. It is another game from Pixelcraft Studios, which players can play both on Polygon POS and Gotchi chain, and went through on a new Guardian progression system. This new system invites players to select a Guardian, each equipped with distinctive special abilities and a curated set of initial items that reflect their unique traits. Now in alpha version, players will have access to 3 starting Guardians. However, the developers have exciting plans for the future, including the introduction of more captivating characters with specialized skill trees. In March, the team was on a roll, bringing many updates, including star progression system to showcase players' mastery of each map, a suspicious new tower that will gather Sue's butterflies over time to attack nearby enemies, giving players late-game investment options and new menus, and the revamp of the Reconnect feature. The Strategotchi game, which is a grid-based, turn-based strategy game where players control a squad of 3 Gotchis tasked with mining Alchemica in liquidator-infested mines, announced its very first tournament with a prize pool of 1k GHST plus Gotchi XP. the Galaxy Brain Studios Gotchi Battler game, where 2 teams of 5 Gotchis battle each other until one team is wiped out. Not too many improvements have been made to this game. There are tournaments every week or so, with increasingly higher rewards awarded to the winners. Prizes from 10,000 to 60,000 GHST per tournaments. At the flagship game the Gotchiverse 2D, every detail of the development points in the direction of 3D. Brand new NFTs, like 3D Gotchis, are almost ready to launch fully, having passed the halfway mark on rendering all wearables. The team is making the final push by focusing on pet animations. The Great Battle Simulator, a new parcel-based co-op PvE game that will take place directly in the Gotchiverse. The team also focuses to introduce the 3D dressing room DAO. Minor improvements have also been made to the other 2 co-operated games, with Sandbox and Slow Sunday Games went through some 3D developments. The Gotchi Heroes arrived to its 12th season. Finally, I would like to mention 2 new games that are entering the alpha or pre-alpha stage. The Mecha team has been working diligently since December 2023 to develop an epic 10-player battle royale and proudly announce their alpha launch on March 8. In a psychedelic Gotchiverse-themed battle arena, the team will test their build by hosting games and giving out prizes, culminating in a tournament where players can win XP, NFTs, and GHST rewards. Next we have Dropt, the Fallen Gotcha, which were developed by 2 of the Gotchi Gang's longest-standing community members. The original goal of implementing all hand items and abilities by the end of February has been adjusted to prioritize early multiplayer code integration, aiming to avoid extensive rewrites later in the year. This shift extends the development of special abilities and non-weapon hand items into March, but promises to introduce multiplayer games potentially by the end of April. Current progress includes the implementation of basic weapon attack mechanics, pending minor visual adjustments, and anticipation of completing weapon and non-weapon hand item specials by the end of March. Additionally, the team has successfully developed the Infinite Incursion Island with infinitely spawning bug enemies and has made significant strides in weapon attack testing, particularly enjoying the feel of pistols. That's all for today. These were some new improvements of Aavegotchi that have been made in the last months. We hope you found it useful to share the information with you. What do you think about Aavegotchi's games? Do you play any of these games? If so, please share your opinion and experience. If you like this video, please give a thumb up, we would really appreciate it, and please make sure to subscribe to the Morphneo channel not to miss our next video and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching and see you next time in our next game review, gameplay, or tutorial video. Bye.